Alright, so first off, I want to thank you guys for 600 subscribers. You guys honestly don't understand how much you guys inspire me to keep doing videos like this. But you know, one day we're gonna hit that 1K, and at the end of the day, it's thanks to you guys for supporting me. Alright, so beginning my journey in Force, I actually spawned in as a twill race named Luke. Now I noticed there was two color wheels, one for my eyes and one for my skin color. So I went right ahead for the green eye color. And then I messed around with the color wheel a little bit for my skin color, but I ended up settling in on this light blue color. I don't know why, but I just think it makes me look more of like a Jedi. And if you didn't know, that's what I'm going for. Okay, so now that I was ready to go off on my journey, I ended up getting a delivery quest. I checked the information Discord earlier to see what I could do to level up and gain credits. And I ended up finding something on this rock in the water. I in turn leveled up to level 1. I then found out that P was to check your stats, and I'm classified as a fresh spawn and adventurer right now. I then completed my quest to deliver this package to Relso. And then I ended up exploring. I ended up in the swamp where I found this weird light in the distance. As I got closer, I started to realize it wasn't a light, and it was actually a creature's eyes. Now luckily for me, this creature seemed to be lifeless. I got off easy on this one because that could have ended very badly for me. Then on my journey, I found myself back in Relso. I found this hidden passage in one of these houses. I explored for a little bit, but I ended up finding someone in this maze. I talked to him, but it turns out he's only for bounty hunters. I then found the guy I was looking for, Roste. He sent me on a quest to look for his brother. I don't know if you guys had the same problem, but I ended up getting lost. I ended up going behind the guy where you sell stuff because I found a cave. I jumped down and ragdolled myself, but down here I ended up finding the guy that gives you missions for your squad. Unfortunately, I did not have a squad yet. So I was back to looking for Roste's brother, and now I found myself at the Imperial base. Past the stormtrooper armor, and saw a guy at the end of the hall holding a gun. I went to the elevator, but I wasn't interested in becoming an Empire lackey. I then did a little more searching and found this coal prison. Now it didn't seem like anything was there, so I had to continue my journey. And after what felt like hours looking for Roste's brother, I finally found him. I went up to him and talked to him. He ended up giving me the flower, and I was off to go help Roste. So I made it back to Roste, and I find out that his brother's useless. He ended up sending me the wrong flowers. Roste then tells me I need to collect 1 lawn flower and 3 karami flowers. Now I'm headed off to the ravine since I had an abundance of karami flowers to begin with. Now that I'm in the ravine, all I had to do was find 1 lone flower. Now it was fairly easy because I found the lone flower in the same spot I showed in my other videos. But at this time I did not know that when I go ahead and reset, I thought it would be fine to give him my flower. So I went to go talk to him and he kept telling me to go find the flowers, but I was confused because I already had the flowers. And then I ended up opening up my inventory and found out that the lawn flower was gone. At this point I was pretty frustrated in myself. But I said, hey, I found the first flower easily. Might as well go back and find the other one. So now it was back to the ravine for me and my little blue friend. It took me about 20 minutes to finally find another flower. And then when I finally found the flower, I went ahead and botched the jump and flew over the rock. But it was okay, I just ended up going back and tried again. But this time I actually underjumped and fell in front of the rock. But you know what they say, third time's the charm. So I ended up getting the lawn flower and this gear right here. And this time I knew not to reset my character because then I would lose the flower. So the final step in getting this lightsaber, all I had to do was go back. So I then returned to Roste with the flowers in hand. He then tells me to kneel, but I end up sitting for some reason. And now it was time for him to teach me his base form. He tells me that it's not too good, but it's easy to learn. He then states that he feels an archaic feeling coming from me. He hands me his old lightsaber, and I'm ready to finally see what color I have attained. I ignite my lightsaber and it turns out that it is green, like Luke Skywalker before me. And now that I have finally obtained my lightsaber, it is time for me to go seek out the Jedi Temple in order to become a complete Jedi. And if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.